All right, let's talk about something really important: how to market and sell your janitorial business, especially in a competitive market like California. If you're even thinking about this major step, stick around. We've put together the expert-backed roadmap you're gonna need. Look, it's a huge decision, right? Your business is probably your single biggest asset, and the whole idea of selling it can feel, well, overwhelming. It just seems so complex. But you know what? It really doesn't have to be. And that's exactly what this explainer is all about. We're going to take that complicated process and turn it into a clear, manageable journey. Seriously, by the end of this, you'll have a step-by-step guide to sell with confidence and get the value your years of hard work truly deserve. Okay, let's dive in. First things first, before you spend a single dime or a single minute on marketing, the most crucial step, and I mean the most crucial, is to figure out who you're actually selling to. Understanding your ideal buyer changes absolutely everything. So who are these folks? Well, they usually fall into a few camps. You've got your individual operators. These are people who are essentially buying themselves a good, solid job. Then there are the strategic competitors. That's another cleaning company that wants to grow by acquiring yours. You'll also see new entrants, people who want a business that's ready to go with a good reputation already built in. And finally, you have private investors, who are all about the bottom line. And here's the secret sauce. You have to match your business's strengths to the right buyer. Got rock-solid documented procedures? An investor will love that. Is your strength your deep personal relationships with clients? An individual operator is going to see huge value there. So why does this matter so much? Because in a super crowded market like California, you have to find a way to stand out. When you know exactly who you're talking to, you can shape your entire sales pitch to hit on what they care about most. The bottom line is this: being targeted helps you attract way more serious offers, you waste less time, and you sell your business a whole lot faster. Okay, so you know who you're talking to. The next question is, how do you actually reach them? It's time to open up the marketing playbook and look at the different tools you have. So the first big fork in the road is this: do you sell it yourself, or do you hire a professional business broker? Going the DIY route gives you total control, and of course, you don't pay a commission fee. But, and this is a big but, it's a massive time sink, and it is incredibly difficult to keep the sale a secret. A broker will cost you, for sure, but they bring deep market knowledge, a whole network of buyers who are already vetted. And, this is so important, they handle the sale privately, so you don't risk freaking out your employees or your clients. Now, let's break this down because this is where the strategy really comes into play. You can see how these options balance out. A business broker: super effective, high-quality buyers, fast sale, but it comes with a higher cost. Then you have online marketplaces. They can get you in front of a lot of people fast and for less money, but you'll definitely be sifting through a lot of folks who aren't serious. And don't sleep on the more targeted approaches. Networking within your industry can connect you with really serious strategic buyers. And digital marketing. Think targeted LinkedIn ads or posts in business forums. That's a really flexible, high-quality way to zero in on that perfect buyer. Honestly, the best approach is probably a mix of these. But listen, a great marketing plan is only half the battle. Let's talk about what has to happen before that. The work you do before you even list your business for sale can directly boost its value and make it so much more appealing to buyers. Here are 4 steps that are pretty much non-negotiable. 1. Get your financials in order. Clean, easy-to-read profit and loss statements build instant trust. 2. Document your operations. A buyer has to believe the business can run just as well without you there. 3. Lock down your client contracts. Long-term agreements are proof of stability. And finally, number 4, maintain your assets. And that means your equipment and your team. A well-oiled machine is just so much easier to sell. All right, we've gone over all the things you should do. Now let's flip it and talk about what not to do. Seriously, avoiding these common and very costly mistakes can be the difference between a great sale and a deal that just completely falls apart. The first huge pitfall is your asking price. Price it too high and you'll scare off all the serious buyers before they even take a look. But price it too low, and you're literally just leaving tens of thousands of dollars of your own money on the table. This is why getting a professional valuation is so critical to hitting that sweet spot. And that leads right into the next point. This quote here really says it all. Bad records, messy, incomplete, or confusing financials are a massive red flag to any buyer. It creates instant doubt, it slows the whole process down, and it gives the buyer all the leverage they need to negotiate your price down, or worse, to just walk away from the deal altogether.
Okay, here are a few other quick-fire mistakes you got to avoid. Breaking confidentiality. If you tell your staff or clients you're selling too soon, it can cause total panic. Next, ignoring your local market. You have to understand the local competition and demand to justify your price. And finally, not qualifying your buyers. Don't waste months talking to someone who can't actually get the funding or doesn't have the skills to run the business.
So, when you put this all together, what you realize is that a successful sale isn't an accident, it's not luck. It's the direct result of a clear process. It's built on that foundation of knowing your buyer, using smart marketing, preparing your business like a pro, and just steering clear of those common mistakes. So, if you take just one thing away today, let it be this. A planned, strategic approach is what gets you the best possible result. Whether you decide to do it all yourself or bring in an expert broker for help, having that clear plan is what will maximize your business's value and make this whole thing go so much smoother. So, I'll just leave you with this question to think about. After all the years of your hard work, all the sweat and effort you've poured into it, your business is a testament to what you've built. So, are you truly prepared to take the right steps to make sure you get what it's really worth?